Hey everyone, this is Jaybird and welcome to another StarCraft 2 commentary. Today I'm going to be casting another ZVZ game, this one on Crossfire, which should be interesting because as you may or may not know, that is not a ladder map. And this is a game between a couple of friends, so we'll see what happens. In the bottom left position we have Dubs, the orange zerg player, and up in the right we have Exoplasm, the green zerg player. And Exoplasm is who sent me this game, so big thank you to Exoplasm. A lot of these games coming up in the next few weeks are going to be Reddit games. People on Reddit, as I said, I gave a little call out for help, some replays. You know, I'm always looking for those weird replays you don't see all the time, just fun games, stuff like that. And I had a lot of people, a lot of great replays coming in from Reddit. So big thanks to Reddit and everybody out there. So these next few weeks are going to be all Redditors all the time. If you haven't been to Reddit, check it out. It's great. Reddit, the StarCraft subreddit on Reddit, is a great place. A lot of StarCraft advice and feedback and just fun. It's a great place. And I am often there just lurking, sometimes poking my head up. And I also wanted to give a big thanks to my subscribers. I am up to 27. I sort of rocketed up here in past few days, and that's great. Always loving that people are subscribing. I'm always kind of like confused, like, what? You like me? What is this? I don't understand. So yeah, big thank you to everybody who's out there subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed and you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. And I would like that very much. And then I'll probably say thank you in another cast for that. But anyways, finally getting back into the game here a little bit. It looks like a fairly standard opening for each of these players. We do have the spawning pool, some drones coming down as well. Yeah, the last ZVZ game I casted, like I said, this is I think my second ZVZ game. And I am a Protoss player primarily, and I'm not as familiar with shouting out all the Zerg names and spells and all that. And I'm pretty sure I called I called a fungal growth a neural parasite. The one where they get hurt and they can't move. And for some reason I keep wanting to say neural parasite, but I know it's a fungal growth. But it does not stop me from sounding like a complete noob. So yeah, forgive me if I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. And I will do my best to cast this competently. But we do have a couple Zerglings coming out here for Exoplasm. Looks like they're going to be just scouting about here. And this one Overlord is finally coming up. I do believe that this is a two-player map. So there are only the two bases, so they should know where each other are. Coming in, checking out that watchtower, always a very good strategy to do. We do have a Baneling's Nest already coming down for Exoplasm. Looks like it's right back in the back. Back in the back. That's where you put your Baneling's Nest. And we also have the metabolic boost coming down for the orange player. And a Baneling's Nest of your own. As I said, Zergling Baneling is always a good strategy when you're against a Zerg player because Banelings beat Zerglings, and Zerglings are good for trying to stop massive amounts of Banelings. You can sacrifice a Zergling. So it's really about who clumps up their units wisely. Or unwisely, it could be. But again, we do look like we might have some sort of attack coming in here. We have 6 Zerglings coming into the base of Exoplasm. We'll see what happens. He is going around the back, as he may or may not be going for the probe line. It does look like these Zerglings are coming back. Just going to hide him back there for now. Kind of interesting. I'm not sure he has seen them. No, he has not. I don't know. So he's running out. It looks like perhaps he just lost track of them if he did see them. So he's not sure at the moment that he does have 6 Zerglings that are becoming Banelings coming in the back of the base. And this could be huge depending on if they can get in there. There are 2 queens down for Exoplasm. And these Zerglings are coming back. More Zerglings coming in to reinforce. So already we could be having some action going on here. The Banelings are complete. And here come these Zerglings running in, just poking their heads around. Looks like they're going to try to do a surround here. The Queens are going to be able to reinforce that. But while this attack is happening, Banelings running into the mineral line. And he did a few damage there on the probes. Or the drones. Again, and took him down. Looks like 6 drones with that last one. Tried to get a few out of the way. And I think 1 or 2 went down for the extractor as well. So a very big economic hit taken there. And more Zerglings are going to be flooding in. against Exoplasm here. And he's getting some Banelings of his own. He has the 2 queens still, and 2 spine crawlers are up, so he should be faring a little better for this next attack. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. I'm not sure if he's going to wait for the Banelings to come in, or the Zergling speed did just finish. A couple Banelings coming in. The Zerglings are going to go right away, but here comes one Baneling. Oh, I cannot believe those Zerglings. Okay, they did not get away there. I killed plenty of Zerglings there. I'm going to try to come in those queens. 3 queens now, and the spine crawlers just eat up those Zergs. And many more coming in here. 3 queens. Here come the Banelings. Where are they going to go? They are going to go for the drone line. And they're going to go in there and they take out another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looked like 9 at least drones. Just taking a quick look at the unit count here. Exoplasm is down to 7 drones to the 20 of the orange player. And that's not the position that you want to be in. He is pumping out more drones to try to replace them as quickly as possible. But as that happens, the orange player Dubs is taking up to the lair as well. Getting out another queen, it looks like. And more Zerglings continue to go underway. Not sure what these queens are doing over here, but they do say just wandering about, maybe trying to hide. I don't know, but they're throwing down some more creep tumors, which is always a good thing. And a 4th queen coming up as well. When in doubt, build more queens. That's what I always say, but I am not a Zerg player. Down here, looks like he's finally going to let Exoplasm breathe a little bit here. He does have more spine, or yeah, a few spine crawlers of his own. Just letting these Zerglings stay. He's going to continue to just wait up there a little bit, and we'll see what happens. Now those Zerglings are going to come out. Flying down here, we do have how many Zerglings? We have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It looks like Zerglings. Has my StarCraft legs a little bit, but that's okay. And they are just gonna wait. We do have a few more reinforcing. Looks like he's gonna come up, try to get a big attack here. And again, there are plenty of queens up here, which should be enough. And these spine crawlers as well, very nicely guarding the mineral line so that Banelings can't just run in there quite as easily. So we'll see, just sticking around here. They're just having a little dance party here around this little bush. Just hanging out, dancing. More queens continuing to pump out those larvae. And just taking a quick look at the base here. We do have an evolution chamber coming down as well. Wow, and that's a lot of Banelings coming in there. Looks like 12 Banelings and 6 Zerglings, if I am doing my math correctly. This Overlord still has been just kind of sitting here all game. Kind of nice, can't really be seen at this point. Or can he? No, but that very nice creep spreading. This is one good thing. Well, it's kind of hard to say if it's good because it's ZVZ, but it's certainly beneficial to be on the creep. And just he continuing to pump out these queens. Looks at 5 queens now for Exoplasm, and I did believe I saw a hatchery just complete, or excuse me, a spire just complete for Dubs. So it looks like he will be transitioning in some sort of air Mutalisks, most likely, and does take down that Overlord with those queens. Queens much more mobile on that creep. Ooh. Now they're in here. Zerglings running in. Spine crawlers. Are they trying to go for the mineral line? They're just maybe causing a distraction. They do get in the mineral line. Those drones coming off just to take them out. Interesting move, but they do get taken down very quickly. And we still have these Banelings just waiting outside. And Dubs is taking his first expansion of the game for the Zerg players. Let's see, we do have a couple of the Mutalisks out already. One more on the way. That hatchery is still being thrown down. And Exoplasm is taking his expansion here and upgrading to layer. Taking a quick look at the income. Fairly even on the income here. It looks like despite being down all those drones, Exoplasm did get back into the game here. Just pumped out those drones and has almost caught it right back up. Just evening it out. So this game has all of a sudden become very even, with both players just kind of sitting back now, trying to focus on economy a little more. These Banelings are sitting right out here, but there are a lot of queens. We do have 5 queens and another one that is just injecting that larvae into the hatchery. Down here getting the double gas, and looks like that Overlord came in and those Mutalisks took quick work of that Overlord that was coming in trying to get some scouting. Just taking a quick look at both players' vision. I'm I believe he did see those Mutalisks take down, but he does not see much of what has been going on in the base, where I do believe that Dubs has gotten a nice view of everything going on, except for that expansion, which is just completing now. Very interesting. We do have Burrow coming down as well for Dubs, and of course more queens coming out for Exoplasm. The masked queens are always a fun game to watch. And another hatchery is finishing up in the base. So he does have 3 hatcheries on 2 bases at this point. And other than that, he's just continuing to pump out those drones and relying solely on these queens for defense, which is actually very nice. Queens are a very nice defensive unit. Ooh, Baneling's coming in. They do see that expansion, and they're going to go right for it. Are they going to? No, they're not going to attack. Thinking wisely, are not going to do 1 Baneling against 1 drone. They're just going to go back up and hang out. They're like, nah, we're good here. We don't feel like exploding at this point. A lot of queens just completely blocking this ramp at this point. And sadly, it looks like I'm not sure what those drones are doing there or how they got there. But I was thinking a rally point, but who knows, they are there. Perhaps they were going to get transferred down, and as the Banelings are coming in, they stopped. But now they're just sitting there idling, which is never a good thing for drones, especially when you're trying to catch up on them. But now Orange is rocketing ahead in the harvester count, 44 to 30, and that income is showing that advantage as well. And we do have the couple upgrades coming down for each player here. And we got the weapons upgrade as well. More Mutalisks coming in. How many Mutalisks do we have here? We do have 10 Mutalisks now for the Orange player. 12 Banelings, 2 Queens. We do have only 8 Queens, and the Hydralisks are coming out for Exoplasm, which is a good, nice little counter there whenever you have air. I always fear the Hydralisks. They are quite scary. And still these drones just hanging out. The Hydralisks trying to push them back into work, but they refuse. They are on strike. And they're just going to stay there. And Banelings, always ready, always worrying. Now, the drones are finally coming out, and we'll see if these Banelings